As already mentioned, we are not going into the details of genetics. We are only going to see which topics are important and which we should revise. First up is the concept of genome and proteome. It can be asked in the viva, and you should know about these two terms. Genome refers to all genetic material of an organism, which includes both the genes and the non-coding DNA as well as mitochondrial DNA. So, genome is a term which means that it is referring to the entire genetic material of an organism. All kinds of genes, even the coding regions and the non-coding regions of the DNA as well as the mitochondrial DNA. What is proteome? Proteome refers to the full complement of proteins produced by a particular genome. So, all the proteins which our genes can make, they constitute the proteome. Now, what exactly is a gene? A gene is that sequence of DNA which codes for one particular protein. So, you should be clear about these terms: genome, proteome and gene. You should know the basic structure of DNA. DNA is composed of deoxyribose sugar to which phosphate is attached along with the nitrogenous bases. DNA is a double helix, so these nitrogenous bases, they complement each other. For every adenine nitrogenous base, the adjacent base to it is thymine. For guanine, it is cytosine and vice versa. The genetic code consists of successive triplets of bases, that is, each 3 successive bases is a code word. If this code word in the form of 3 successive bases is found in the messenger RNA, here it is known as the codon, and the code complementary to it is found on the transfer RNA, where it is known as the anticodon. So these are some terms which you should be familiar with. You should be familiar with the types of RNA. These types have been asked multiple times in your SCQs. These 6 types you should be familiar with: precursor messenger RNA, small nuclear RNA, messenger RNA, transfer RNA, ribosomal RNA and microRNAs. You have to know their functions as well. Precursor messenger RNA processed in the nucleus to form mature messenger RNA. It contains both the exons and the introns, and introns are removed by the process which is known as splicing. I am not going to go into the details of these terms. Directs the small nuclear RNA directs the splicing of pre-messenger RNA to form messenger RNA. Messenger RNA carries the genetic code to the cytoplasm for controlling the type of protein formed. Transfer RNA transports activated amino acids to the ribosomes to be used in assembling the protein molecule. Ribosomal RNA along with proteins forms ribosomes. MicroRNAs regulate gene transcription and translation. You have to remember these functions very briefly, and these will be enough. Transcription refers to the process in which messenger RNA is synthesized in the nucleus from a DNA template. We are not going into the details of the steps of transcription. You just have to remember, even if you forget all the steps, some of these details which are mentioned here, you should at least remember these. That RNA chain assembly from activated nucleotides occurs using the DNA strand as the template. There is a promoter region to which RNA polymerase binds, and it is involved in the synthesis of or assembly of RNA. The code that is present in the DNA strand is eventually transmitted in complementary form to the RNA chain. Ribose nucleotide bases combine with the deoxyribose bases in the similar combination, except that uracil replaces thiamine. So, the RNA does not contain the base thiamine, and it contains uracil instead of it, and it contains ribose sugar instead of deoxyribose sugar. As far as translation is concerned, we are not going to go into the details yet again. It is a process of protein formation that occurs in the cytoplasm in association with ribosomes, where messenger RNA is used as a template, and transfer RNA brings the amino acids which have to be attached to each other via peptide linkages to form the peptide chain. So you should know about the role of ribosomes, transfer RNA. In translation, what are codons, anticodons, and how peptide linkages are formed. If you are going to revise translation, you should revise these concepts.